Indonesia. Southeast Asia's biggest economy, with gross domestic product of $1.06 trillion, which accounts of more than 35% of the total economic activities in the region. It ranks 5th in Asia, while it ranks 16th in the world in terms of nominal GDP. As a newly industrialized country with emerging market economy, Indonesia is considered as one of the most influential economic superpowers globally, as it takes part of the group of 20's top global economies, or commonly known as G20. A multilateral forum, bringing together 19 of the world's major economies and the European Union. Its members account for more than 60% of the world population, 75% of global trade, and more than 80% of world GDP. The member states include Argentina, Australia, Brazil, Canada, China, France, Germany, India, Indonesia, Italy, Japan, Mexico, Republic of Korea, Russia, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, Turkey, the United Kingdom, the United States of America, and the European Union. Spain is a permanent guest country. Among of its members, 9 of which are highly developed economies, and 10 emerging market economies. For the income classification, 10 countries belong to high-income groups, 7 countries belong to upper-middle income, and 2 countries which still classified as lower-middle income. While 4 member states which economies is lower than 1 trillion. This 2022, Bali is the epicenter of global attentions. Not just for its world-class tourist attractions, but as Indonesia holds chairmanship of G20 17th Summit, held in this island paradise. The city of Rome in Italy was the host city of the 16th G20 Summit held on October 2021. As the world economy is still being affected by COVID-19, Indonesia encourages all countries to work together to achieve a stronger and more sustainable world recovery. Amid the ongoing pandemic, Indonesia's G20 presidency demonstrates strong perception concerning Indonesia's economic resilience to the crisis. It is a form of international recognition concerning Indonesia's position as one of the largest world economies, with the ability to represent other developing economies. The G20 presidency is a once-in-a-generation opportunity, and must be fully optimized to provide value added to Indonesia's recovery in terms of economic activity, as well as domestic and international public trust. It's also allow Indonesia to demonstrate leadership in the global economic recovery. From a regional perspective, the G20 presidency affirms Indonesia's leadership in terms of international and economic diplomacy in the region, considering Indonesia as the only G20 member among ASEAN countries. In addition, this will position Indonesia at the forefront of international focus and attention, particularly in terms of the economy and finance. This will showcase Indonesia's impressive achievements to the world, and represents a starting point for restoring post-pandemic economic confidence at home, and internationally. The 17th G20 Bali Summit with the theme, Recover Together, Recover Stronger. Recognition of the importance of collective action, and inclusive collaboration among major developed countries and emerging economies around the world, has always been the core purpose of the G20. Today, the world needs it more than ever. The global pandemic has affected every aspect of the society, from health, education, to international trade. At the same time, gaps in countries' capacities to address the crisis continue to prevent the world from fully controlling the common problems and crises facing us right now. Understanding the challenges and the need for collective action, Indonesia will focus on 3 main pillars for its G20 2022 presidency, namely global health architecture, sustainable energy transition, and digital transformation. Global health architecture. The path to global recovery requires stronger global cooperation that ensure equality of global health standards and closer collaboration to ensure the global community's resilience towards any future pandemic. Sustainable energy transition. Achieving the true potentials from the rapid digitalization of the global economy requires a new landscape of cooperation among nations and all stakeholders to secure common prosperity in the digital age. Digital transformation. As we continue the global effort to ensure energy security, the urgent need to accelerate the transition towards cleaner energy sources will need to be addressed with new approaches and dimensions, ensuring a cleaner and brighter future for the global community. Through these pillars, Indonesia will continue to take the lead on ensuring equitable access to COVID-19 vaccines, promoting sustainable and inclusive economic development through MSMEs' participation in digital economy, while also maintaining the aspiration to continue to improve its collective capacity in securing the shared prosperity among nations, through various reform efforts in global taxation, stronger cooperation in fighting corruption, deepening of infrastructure financing, and pushing for a more democratic and representative international cooperation. G20 meetings in Indonesia also present an opportunity to introduce Indonesia's tourism sector and local products to the world, thus reviving the national economy. The 17th G20 Heads of State and Government Summit will take place in October to November 2022 in Bali. The summit will be the pinnacle of the G20 process and intense work carried out within the ministerial meetings, working groups, and engagement groups throughout the year. Bali, the epicenter of Indonesia's tourism destination, will again spark its beauty to the world, as it welcomes leaders and delegates from the G20 members for the 17th Bali Summit. From the untouched beaches, mountains, lakes, to the vibrant city life. Explore the wonderful destinations and attractions that made Bali the world's top tourism destination.